This video has the best controller settings for every console player. Whether you're still rocking the old gen PS4 and Xbox One, or you're on the current gen of PS5 and Xbox Series, these settings are gonna have you beaming players from across the map, full PC, max pumping, and let's hit every setting so you know your consoles are fully optimized. Like on the current gen consoles, you can actually run 120 FPS mode if your monitor supports it, so that's definitely a big deal. 100 FPS versus 60 is huge. Brightness on console, I always turn mine all the way up and then I leave all my other colorblind settings on default. The next tab over is the volume tab, and the only thing that actually matters over here is to turn visualize sound effects on. This setting helps so much, especially on console where I feel like the audio is quieter. This will literally show you where shots or people are coming from even if you don't hear them, which is so OP. Then over to game tab, the first setting in this tab is your ping, and you may not think you can change this, but you're wrong. With this new service called Gear Up, it's actually really easy to change it, and they wanted to sponsor this part of the video to let you guys know. They lowered my ping by over 15 just by rerouting the signal, and they're actually running a free trial right now for my viewers. It's as simple as downloading the app and following the setup. They even have this, which is a console ping booster. To try it, click the link in my description and let me know in the comments how much it lowered your ping by. And now let's move on to these combat settings. For the current Chapter 5 season, this is the preferred item slots that I'm rocking. I think it's the most optimized loadout you can have. Down to the next one is building, and I think having all of these the exact way I have is key. To reset building choice on, disable pre-edit. I don't think controller players can even really pre-edit properly. It's just way too clunky to do on controller. In auto-confirm edits, I set this to both because I think it makes editing and resetting way easier. I mean, on my SCUF controller, all I do is click my edit paddle, I click my select bind, and as soon as I let go, it confirms. And then the reset is going to be the same thing, but it's only going to be my right stick. I just click that and it resets. This, to me, just makes editing and resetting so much easier. And then down here, we just have a bunch of like extra settings. I actually really like tap to search and interact. I think it helps a lot. Then there's this setting called low input latency mode, but to actually use it, you have to turn off 120 FPS. And in my opinion, it's not worth it at all. It makes the game feel so bad, dude. I hate 60 FPS. Now over up top is the game UI settings. Here, the only thing I really recommend is turning your damage number scale all the way up, and then the rest of these you don't really want to mess with. And over to gyro controls, don't use these. I've learned that a lot of console players specifically really like to use these, and it's kind of fun to be able to aim with your controller like this. Well, I promise literally no good controller players are doing it because it's not good at all. It can throw off your aim so badly. If you're trying to be good at this game, which I'm assuming you are because you're here getting the best settings, then definitely make sure to just toggle this off at the top, and then you don't have to worry about that. Mouse and keyboard, we don't care, but then the controller tab, probably the most important tab in all of the settings. And here I'm actually going to give you two different choices for settings, and you can test both and see which ones you like more. These that I have on right now, the slide hold time 0.09, vibrations off, not using quick weapon, a build and edit multiplier of 2.0. This is my personal favorite sense. But I've learned with some less experienced players, or even some experienced players, they think that this is too fast. So if you try these and you think that, just wait a second, because I'm going to show off another sense that's also very good. Just make sure you have this use advanced options checked on. Look sense is 43% on both horizontal and vertical with no boost. ADS sense is 6% on horizontal, 7% on vertical with no boost. 0-second look damage time, linear settings, and on this SCUF controller, I'm using 8% on both left and right dead zones. Well, if you try this sense and you find that you're like messing up edits and builds and like missing your shots a lot, that means the sense might be too fast for you, and here's an alternate sensitivity that you can use. This first tab of input settings, I never change. This stays the exact same, 0.09 slide hold time. Still not going to use quick weapon, but the build and edit multipliers are going to go to 2.2 on both of these. And this obviously looks faster at first, especially because the look sense is 43% on horizontal and 45% on vertical. But these are actually going to be exponential settings, so the way the sticks work is way different, and it slows down the game a lot, which is why the ADS sense is also 10% on horizontal and vertical with no boost. 0-second look damage time, and this is the biggest change. Instead of linear, we're going to be on exponential, and then the dead zones don't change. If you're on the same controller, then these are going to be the same dead zones. And like I said, these are going to change the way that your sticks move. It kind of makes it feel a little more clunky, but it can make your aim insane. What I would do is play a couple games on both of these settings, and then you can decide for yourself which ones you like better, which is exactly what I'm about to do. But before that, some of you guys are going to want to see my binds, and here's the thing about my binds. I play on a controller that has 4 paddles, and the biggest tip I give to console players or controller players in general is that you should learn either claw or paddle. It's literally the easiest and fastest way to get good at the game. Like, I had never played claw before, and I just dedicated 1 week to learning it, and this was my gameplay in just 7 days. So if you think about how long you've been playing the game, years probably, I was able to do stuff like this in a single week. Like, if you practice this for a week, 2 weeks, a month, you'll be able to get so much better. And if you don't like claw, if it's uncomfortable to you, it hurts your hands, you can do the same exact thing with paddles, and paddles actually aren't that expensive anymore. Like, personally, the way I got into paddles was in chapter 1 season 5. I got a strike pack for like $30. They're probably the cheapest paddles option, and they just released a brand new one like literally 2 weeks ago for the PS5. So Strikepack specifically literally has a paddles option for every single console controller. I'll just go ahead and drop links to those in the description as well, and you can check them out if you want. But claw or paddles, like, you definitely can get good at the game without either of them. Oh, there is a reason nearly every single pro controller player uses either claw or paddles. Like, it just makes you better at the game. And to prove that, I'm gonna play 2 games of PS5 Fortnite with my 4 paddles controller. The first game, I'm gonna use these exponential settings, and then the next game, I'm gonna use my personal favorite settings. So definitely make sure to keep watching. Let's get this. Hey, we got the Christmas theme. That's sick. Bang. Bang, bro. I love the console aim assist. It's actually so satisfying. And Fortnite, literally just like an hour ago, made the movement faster. Like, look at how fast I'm moving now. I love it, bro. Here we go. Console aim assist. Thank you. Oh my, bro. Like, I don't even have to aim at them. That's actually so crazy. Like a dude. Oh my god, that thing is overpowered. Okay, I'm a little slow on console, but I've been played it in a long time, so not gonna lie, that was kind of expected, and we're on the exponential settings, not my preference. So let's switch over to my favorite linear settings. And these I should be a little bit better on. I just feel so clunky when I play an exponential, but some people do really well on it, so can't fault them. But let's try this. I think this one's gonna go better. Free kill. Can I get another free kill? There he is. Wow, that's scary. Alright, got him. Now let's see if we can actually win the fight against the player with Peter's palm. Bang! Let's go, bro. Oh, I had him full piece and I still almost sold. That was almost bad. Is the icy grappler better than shockwaves? I don't know. But it's new, so we're gonna take it. Let's hope it doesn't mess my game up. Bro, really? Alright, I know there's like 1 or 2 sweats in this game, so I gotta make sure I'm locked in here. Bro, I don't like how these like fade out so much when they're close to you. Like, look how hard that is to see. Is that just on console? Bang, bro. I almost sold again. I'm not getting lucky, but like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just not finishing my kills. Should I peek it? Oh, that's so scary. Oh my god, that should have been his head. Correct. Oh my god, bro. But it's actually really bad. How does a mythic pump do 30 damage? Like, this guy has unlimited ammo. Or health. Oh my god, I'm dead to zone. Oh my god, I told you the grappler was gonna kill me. Wow, I'm going to need more practice on console if I want to get good, but I mean, these settings will get you there. I am just not a console player. But again, make sure to check out the link in the description if you want lower ping, subscribe, and watch another video if you want.